Welcome back to the film room. Today we're going to take a look at Tariq Woolen, the UTSA corner, freak athlete who went to the Seahawks in the 5th round. Believe a lot longer of a fall than I expected from him. So today we're going to dive into a couple games from his 2020 season, as those are the only games I had access to, and see what his strengths and weaknesses are, as well as, maybe try to find what led to him falling farther in the draft than everyone anticipated. Again, he's a crazy athlete. Is 6'4", about 200, and ran a 4.26 40, I believe. So ridiculous profile for a corner, and definitely a lot of fun to watch. But if you have any thoughts on the Tariq Woolen pick or him as a prospect, let me know down below. Suggest more prospects as well in the comments, and make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy it, as I would greatly appreciate it and would go a long way in helping this channel grow. But without any further ado, let's get into the tape. So here's our first play. He's lined up at the top of the screen as a boundary corner, and this is going to be just pretty good run recognition. He's going to see this running back is getting free, and then he's going to get downhill and make a huge hit on him for the tackle. Not, anything in coverage, because coverage I think is the main, one we're going to look at. But I thought this was a pretty good rep, and I like his recognition, seeing that this guy's breaking free and to get there and be ready to make a big hit. Now, we're also going to look at kind of the downside of him kind of looking for these big hits. He's actually lined up, as you can see, at safety there at the top of the screen, and he's going to miss a tackle on this play. We'll see. We'll watch it from this angle. You can see he just kind of lunges past him and lets this running back get to the second level and get, a big gain. But this form definitely needs to improve. I'm hoping he got, better at it in the 2021 season. As again, all I could get was this 2020 tape. But you're going to see him. He's recognizing it. He sees this guy, and he's going to lunge, head down, not looking at him, does not wrap up. This is just not good form. His arms don't get out, really, and he isn't looking at him when he's tackling him, just puts his head straight down, and obviously he's going to get dusted there. So something that needs to be cleaned up, but not a huge, for a corner, tackling is not what I care about the most, but still definitely needs to clean that up. Now, we're going to look at this play. He's lined up at safety yet again, and I really can't identify. I was trying for a while to identify this coverage. None of these guys moved very regularly. As you're going to see, this guy's going to drop into a flat zone, but all these other guys look like they're playing man. Might have been cover 6 with both these guys carrying their guys off the boundary, but I like that he immediately is. So if he turns in, he's reading this quarterback's eyes. He sees him looking this way, and he's going to try to get upfield. He's not going to have an opportunity to make an impact on this play, to be honest, not any kind of significant impact. But I like that awareness, and you can see his speed downfield as he, if this is a lob over the middle, ends up being at, if it's lobbed up to about where this ref is, he has an opportunity to make a play on this ball. Again, doesn't really have an opportunity to impact the play, but I like seeing that he has some awareness and he kind of knows what he's doing when he's lined up at safety. Maybe he's just doubling this guy. Again, this coverage kind of confused me a little bit, dropped by the receiver, but I like that rep. Now we're going to see his unique speed apparent as he's going to be running some bail coverage here, and he can backpedal kind of with his eyes on the quarterback while maintaining, the speed with this receiver. Like, this guy is moving down the field. And again, this is Zach Wilson in 2020, so, went number 2 overall. So this is a pretty good BYU team. And, just seeing how this guy's going to be running a post over the middle, and he's going to be able to pretty much backpedal and bail out of this and not lose any ground. Zach Wilson not going to be able to throw that, and I like that a lot. And then now our next one, he's going to be playing this flat zone in Tampa 2, and they're going to kind of get past him, as this isn't his responsibility. Here, Zach Wilson is going to hit this guy right here in the gap, but I don't know. I'd like to see him be a little more aware, as there's no one else that can be in his zone really, unless the running back. Maybe this is probably more on this linebacker or the slot defender, number 38, I believe it is here. But I would like to see him drop back and be aware to carry this guy and not let him wide open, because this guy's going to catch that and then, get some yards after catch. I like seeing him try to chase him down. Again, misses the tackle, but, one that I'd like to see him improve upon. Again, this probably isn't his responsibility. It's probably way more on the slot guy, but, sometimes you got to get out of your responsibility to make, the play for your team, and that's just something, that's kind of a little nitpicky thing I like to see him clean up. Now, there he is at the bottom of the screen. He is going to be running a corner blitz here, and you're going to just see his explosiveness, and just boom, he's after this quarterback, and he's going to get there. Actually, this game isn't against Zach Wilson. I know I said that a moment ago. This is North Texas in 2020. We're going to look at Zach Wilson in a moment. But still, I like the speed a lot. This quarterback isn't Zach Wilson, but you're going to see how fast he just accelerates right there. I mean, that's that's impressive. And you can, that's 4.26 speed, really showing up. Again, I like this, pressure QB hit, but not too, important, obviously, for him as an overall player. Now we're going to look at our last play from this game, and this is going to be, the quarterback is looking for this. It's going to be a vertical route from this guy. He's on in ISO. He's looking for all the way, and he's going to choke off the route well into the boundary and just leaves no room for the quarterback to even think about this throw. Again, he's such an athlete that he can bail like that and still be in a good position to, cover whatever they give at him. So now here's going to be against BYU. We're going to look at just 2 plays because he pretty much locked down the entire game. He only allowed 1 catch, which we'll get to on the next rep. But this is going to be a really good play. It's going to be downfield man coverage, vertical route. Zach Wilson's looking this way the whole time. He's throwing up a fade, and Tariq Woolen's just going to choke him well and be there. I think he's going to get a hand in there. Kind of a drop from the wide receiver, so maybe not perfect coverage, but hey, an incompletion is an incompletion at the end of the day. Again, he might be even getting a little bit handsy here as he gets it, but not too bad. He's going to hit this guy, but I think that left arm of his is going to rip a little bit and help get this ball out. Again, might just be a drop, but still, he did not allow more than 1 catch that I saw in this entire game. But here's the catch. It's going to be Zach Wilson throwing a deep post to this guy, and this is one that I would like to see, I'd like to see covered up, but this was, a big gain. And he's going to kind of get beat here by this guy. Not going to get a hand in there, really. He's going to make a good tackle after it. But as this guy, who just dropped that one earlier, going to get pretty hyped for himself, and as he should, as we're going to, cut back to this last play. But again, like to see him make a play on this ball. This guy should not be faster than him. He's Tariq Woolen, but he gets beat with this release at the line. This is going to be playing man coverage. And this guy's going to have a really good release inside and just going to kind of blow by him. I think there might have been maybe single high safety should have been more there to help him out, but Tariq Woolen gonna get a little bit burned here. Maybe, this could have even been covered 3 and like a hard to recognize version, but I'd like to see him make a play on the ball. But again, this was the only catch he gave up in this entire game against Zach Wilson and BYU and Dax Milne, who I think is probably on an NFL roster now. So good game from him, and I was very impressed seeing his ability to lock down, but he definitely needs to improve, obviously, his tackling and some other smaller parts of his game. But now let's wrap it up and talk about, what I think he can bring to the Seahawks as this late round prospect. He was really impressive to me. I think his athleticism is very apparent, but he just needs to be coached. And he's just kind of I've heard the expression like, a ball of clay kind of guy, where he's got the frame, he's got the athleticism, and if he can just get his mind right and, be coached well and respond to that coaching well, he could be a really unique defender in the league, because I don't think there's a corner that I can think of in the league or recently in the league who was 6'4", and barely any that are 6'4", and also ran, a 4.26. That's ridiculous, for a guy his size who's playing on defense. That's usually kind of a wide receiver number, if anything. That's Christian Watson kind of speed, and I think Christian Watson was even like a whole 10th of a second slower than that. Regardless, ton of potential, and I think that he can be a really good player at the next level, and I hope the Seahawks use him well, and I have a lot of hope for him to develop. Seahawks fans, let me know what you think of the pick. I thought it was really good value in the 5th round, and let me know what you think of him as a player. Also suggest more players down below, because we have a ton more of these on the way, a lot more prospects I want to get to, and would love to get some suggestions for who else I should talk about. But thank you for watching. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.